Hey YouTubers, so today welcome back to the Around the World. Today I would like to build up a conversation and about a player, one of a good player, I would say a good player, and I think he's among the attractive players in this generation, and this is called Cole Palmer. I don't know how to really describe him, but he's really a gifted player, naturally gifted player, left-footed, and when you watch him play, he really shows you that it's natural for him to do it. He doesn't need to be strong, fast, but he uses more of his brain. But there have been more concerns about him, specifically this season. Some are contributing it to the injuries, yes, that's right. Some are contributing it to the manager. So various things. But we would like to take a step back about this gentleman, Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer, as we all know, he was bought from Chelsea. He was bought from Man City to Chelsea, and because there was a disagreement between Manchester City and the player requested for more game time, and at that time it wasn't possible for him. So Chelsea came in because Chelsea had gotten injuries from Christopher Nkunku. That's how he ended up to Chelsea. And when he came, I wouldn't say that majority expected him to really blossom this fast at Chelsea. Yes, we all knew his potential. The moment we saw him play at City, we all knew how talented he was. But this was so fast, and he came in. This was under Mauricio Pochettino, and when you look at the style of play he was more on the right side, but whenever he used to get the ball, he was so free. He used to always cut inside. In other words, he was more playing in a free role, but more on the right side, and I think he was feeling more comfortable. He was playing freely, and when he was doing that, we saw more goals, more chances created, more assists, and it was really, really, really good, both for the Chelsea team and also the England national team. But there have been discrepancy in the Chelsea team because after that season, Pochettino had to go. He brought in Maresca. For Maresca, majority actually thought now Cole Palmer is going to go higher, and of course he did in the first half of the season. But because Enzo Maresca was the coach of Cole Palmer in the youth Man City team, so he knew him more than anyone. But Enzo Maresca has this obsession of Pep Guardiola, I would say like that. He likes to always be strict on players. Initially, he tried to keep him where he was playing the first season when he came to Chelsea. And that's when we saw many goals, and the guy was really balling, putting every chances, making assists, creating chances, free kicks. But then the next part of the season, that I'm talking about last season, he started getting so strict on it. And I remember this started on the Newcastle game. If at all you can even go and check. He played him on the left side, attacking midfielder, but more on the left. And you would see him playing with no freedom, not that free role, and such gifted players are usually better or even they play well to help the team when you give them freedom to roam all over that place. We've seen how Man City, Guardiola has been doing it to Kevin De Bruyne. De Bruyne has been almost going everywhere. Messi himself, like everywhere. Like those gifted players, they should be given freedom to really roam all over the midfield, and they create chances, they pick in pockets all through. But Maresca wasn't doing that to Cole Palmer. And this downfall in form, because right now the Cole Palmer, when we used to see who is scoring goals week in, week out, making chances, making assists, creating chances, right now he's just like any other player. It's just like any other player. When he scored, then that's when we get surprised. Oh, Cole Palmer scored. When you get, I don't know when he last made an assist. And I don't have any plan against Cole Palmer. I respect him and I really enjoy him play. But I feel like the guy is so tightened up. So I was still on Enzo Maresca. Enzo Maresca was so strict on this guy. And if you remember well, in the last part of the season, last season, Cole Palmer was really not playing well. I'm even one of the people who were surprised to see him being on those nominations just because of one tournament, Carabao World Cup. Probably maybe they wanted to promote it. But like, if you really sum up the whole season in general, like he performed in the first half of the season. By the second half, I believe himself, he can't say it, he wasn't really up to that level. So this season begins. We still have Enzo Maresca with his funny tactics, strictness on players. He likes to play Cole Palmer more on the right, on the left attacking wing, and then Enzo Fernandez on the left attacking wing, which really failed to come out. And then the injuries came out. He was in and out. He got those nasty injuries where he was out for months. So that all contributed to his loss of form. When he came back, he's trying to get back to his level. Another coach, Liam Lusner. This one, it's like as if he doesn't also understand the player. And what we're seeing now is really playing him as a winger. Yes, he can play as a winger, a right winger, whereby he can be cutting inside. But like, that's not Cole Palmer. When you put him in the sides, it's like you're limiting him. You're limiting his potential. If he's about to give you 100%, and you just tie him in the wing, it's like he's going to deliver 60%. Such players need freedom. But like what we see, he plays Enzo Fernandez as a 10. I love Enzo Fernandez. He's a good player. He has that spirit which we really need in each and every Chelsea player. But like in those areas of pockets, number 10 area, I don't think any player in Chelsea can play that role more than Cole Palmer. Fernandez, he's a box-to-box midfielder, and his role should be like to go back, help Caicedo, and also come and help in attack, because he has that work rate, like to really make those runs into the box and also come and defend. That's how he is. But intelligent-wise, Cole Palmer is a bit higher. So if you get Cole Palmer and you put him in the wing, you're really trying to sabotage the creativity within the team. That's why you see when the team is playing against teams of low block, the team really suffer to create chances, to the extent that Joao Pedro, who is a striker and supposed to be waiting for chances for him to convert them. He has to drop back, try to create chances for himself, for him to score. And that's why we're struggling. So for one, I think Chelsea's problem is not even just about the coach, or Liam Rosner, or even the players, the quality of players, but it starts from up. The managerial board. They are scouting, or whatever you could call it. It's not good. Because Chelsea has been in a position where they could really buy players, good players, but they just don't do it. If they do buy players, they buy those of low quality, or even without any experience. We had a chance of buying a better goalkeeper. That couldn't happen. Recently, here in January transfer, Chelsea had the upper hand of bringing Semenyo. But what happened? Now we're seeing the guy balling in Man City. When you look at Chelsea's left wing, I don't see any player, because Pedro Neto is like a one-player dimension. Just run, cross. When we play a game without space, he's off, and even his crossing is not good. Garnacho is the same story. There's this guy who even right now is injured. The name Gittins. That guy is not even average player, but below average players. And you can't even imagine that he was spent 50+ million. But you will see that every transfer season, Chelsea spends between 200, 300. It's always among the top spenders. But when the season starts, like 1 month or 2 months, then you realize, we don't have players. Because right now, when you look at Chelsea's first 11, if Caicedo gets injured, God forbid, or João Pedro gets injured, who is going to replace? So there's a lot has to be done for that team, and if things goes on like this, I don't think they are going to qualify to Champions League. I think next season Chelsea will be in Europa. I know Chelsea fans are going to be furious about this. They usually would like to hear what is best and motivation and stuff, but like sometimes you have to talk the truth. The team is not good enough, not even near the good. From players, yes, I accredit some players, like I said, Enzo Fernandez has really tried, João Pedro has really tried this season. Who else? Cucurella has really been a good player this season. Reece James, Chalobah has really tried, and I'm also surprised for Wesley Fofana that he is not yet injured. So that's a credit to him. But others, including Cole Palmer himself, like I said at the beginning, he's just a normal player. We don't have that special player who can change a game at any time. No, it's not there. So when things are done, I was watching the Newcastle game. We really needed an equalizer, but you look at the bench, you really don't see any player who can come in and try to change a game. So that was really bizarre. But I hope next season they can really try to rectify the scouting system and the transfer, how they really make their transfers, because it's really, they are turning the club into academy institution for money, for making money. This video has been about Chelsea because we're trying, our eyes before we are more Manchester United is the deterioration Tottenham, but there's some deterioration we are really missing players. That is Chelsea. And if they go on like this, next season, even going in top 10, they'll have to struggle. Mark this video, you will see. Ciao, ciao.